Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Anthony Galliano. I'm a realtor here in Los Angeles, California, and today I want to talk to you about what does it take to sell a house in Los Angeles. There's many things that you have to take into consideration when it comes to selling a house, but I wanted to put at least 4 things together for you as a realtor. So I want to cover pricing, marketing, paperwork, and negotiations. So let's go into the first thing, pricing. Why is pricing such a big thing? Well, let's start with buyers versus sellers markets. So here we always talk about 2 markets as a realtor. One is buyers and the other one is sellers. A buyer's market is when the inventory is so large and there is so many properties and there is not enough buyers that the buyer demands a whole bunch of concessions. When there is a seller's market, this means that there is very little inventory and there is a lot of buyers, and so the seller can get really comfortable with what he wants to offer and who he wants to sell the house to, because it's going to be presented with so many offers that he gets to choose. Where in a buyer's market, the buyer is the one that gets to negotiate a lot and say what he wants and doesn't want, and you have to have a very experienced. You have to be very experienced when it comes to negotiating with that buyer, because he knows where he is. Second is the inventory, and we were just touching about that. So inventory is key, because if there is not that many houses, again, you have a better position than if there is a large and wide inventory of houses. At that point, your house has to stand out because it has to offer something of value, something that is going to attract the buyer to your house, and you have to make sure that your house is really there, that is really positioned for the sale. The next thing will be, how does your house compares to other houses in that offer, in that market that you're presenting your house? Is your house new or is it old? Is the windows dual pane? What is it that your house has that this other house doesn't have? And you have to know this in order to be able to price your house, because you don't want to price your house too high or too low. This other thing is so important. I cannot stress enough how important this is. But this one is, how soon do you need to get out of your house? Are you getting divorced? Do you get a new job? You bought a house somewhere else? Is this house contingent to you buying another house because the money from this house is going into this other house? So these are things that you have to take into consideration when you're pricing a house. Second thing is marketing. I cannot stress enough, after the price, obviously, marketing. What does it require to market your house? It could start with the very first issue, photographs. You need to hire a good photographer. You need to be a good photographer. You need to know a good photographer in order to take the right pictures, because these pictures are going to be taken and they're going to be implanted into websites, into marketing, into campaigns. Everyone is going to get to see your house through these pictures and through this video and through this drum that is going to go over if you do the drum. So how is it that you're showing your house out? Because people may not be coming to your house until they see it first on a website or on the MLS. And the MLS is another key ingredient in marketing your house. Why? Because in California alone, there's over 300,000 agents. And in Los Angeles, there's over 30,000 active agents. And so when you put something on the MLS, everyone gets it. That's one website that you definitely want to be in if you're selling your house. But not to mention, you want to be on Facebook, you want to be on Instagram, you want to be on Twitter, you want to be on LinkedIn, you want to be on the local newspaper, you want to be everywhere. Because I always say this, but your house is worth as much as someone is willing to pay. But we gotta get that someone here, right? We gotta get someone in front of your house. Some agents go as far as to, when they do the open house, they go as far as putting multiple signs. They do 40 signs, 50 signs, 60 signs. Why do they put so many signs on the street? Because they want to make sure that they get every single person that drives through that street over to your house. And if your house is not right in the middle of what is happening, what happens is that agent is trying to pull that traffic into your house by using multiple signs. Number 4, paperwork. Now that you price the house and you market the house and you got a prospective buyer, or you got a buyer, now what's happening here? Now we got paperwork. Now we got an offer. And what's in that offer? Is he offering 5%? Is he offering 10%, 20%? Is his credit good? Does he have enough reserves? Does he have a down payment? Is he coming all cash? Did you verify that the cash is there? Is he asking for contingencies? Is he asking for a price reduction? Is he asking for repairs? Is he asking for a new roof? Is he asking for a new house? It's all paperwork, back and forth, paperwork, it's something that you have to deal with whether you like it or not, because everything is going to be put on writing. And so paperwork is very, very important. Contingencies, disclosures, reports, appraisals. Is he, after doing the inspection, is he requesting for you to repair something? Why would you want to why would you want to pay, for example, for the inspection report when the buyer is going to pay for that? Well, I could say that you may want to take a proactive stand rather than wait until the buyer brings that inspection and says, look, we just found out that you have termites, or there is a leak, or there is, so he's gonna, after you put the price, he's gonna come back and say, look, you know what, I don't want to pay that because, the inspection report shows A, B, C, and D. Maybe you just want to do inspection before that and know that you have A, B, C, and D, and say the house is sold as is because I'm not doing A, B, C, and D. And that brings me down to the last thing, which is negotiations. Now, negotiations is key. You have a very nice chandelier, but you were not planning to leave that chandelier there. You were not planning to leave that bookcase that is attached to the wall. You didn't want to leave the fence or something on the fence. I mean, some type of decoration that you had there. And so now he wants to say, no, I want to get out of this transaction because I thought you were throwing that bookcase, you were throwing the chandelier. So negotiation. And then maybe you have time negotiation where he says, you know what, I put an offer today, but I want to move in tomorrow. Why not? Your house is empty. Why can't I just move there while we're negotiating it? And that's a key question. I mean, do you want to negotiate this guy to come in right now? Or do you want to negotiate him later? So price, item, time, all these negotiations, repairs, who knows what else he wants. And so these are 4 things that I took out of, an arsenal of things, my experience negotiating, that I think that you have to consider if you're thinking about selling your house. So again, I'm Anthony Galliano. I'm a realtor here in West Los Angeles, but feel free to hit me up if you have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to add. Now, if you also, on the other hand, think that I should be doing a video about something more, something that you want to know, or that I should be talking about something, go ahead and leave me a message. Call me at 310-437-3343, or email me at anthonygalliano@anthonygalliano.com, or just find me and let me know that you want to talk about something else. And with that said, thank you so much for watching my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. And thank you.